Can Washington finally tame the Wild West of cryptocurrency, or will it all come crashing down in a chaotic last-minute scramble? The fate of digital assets in America hangs precariously in the balance as senators race against time before a crucial vote. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of this legislative battle, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss out on critical updates like these. Now, let's talk about what's unfolding in the Senate. We're on the brink of a major decision regarding cryptocurrency regulation, and frankly, it's a nail-biter. The Senate Banking Committee is scheduled to hold a pivotal vote this Thursday on a bill designed to provide federal regulators with much-needed clear guidelines for overseeing crypto companies. This has been a long-standing priority for the industry and its allies in Washington, who are eager for some semblance of certainty in an often unpredictable market. For months, if not years, the conversation around crypto regulation in the United States has been a tangled mess of competing interests and differing ideologies. On one side, you have the burgeoning crypto industry, which argues that clear rules will foster innovation, attract institutional investment, and ultimately legitimize their rapidly evolving sector. They've been lobbying hard, arguing that the current regulatory patchwork leaves them vulnerable and stifles growth. Think about it: if you were trying to build a business in a space where the rules could change on a dime, or were simply undefined, how confident would you feel? On the other side, you have a spectrum of perspectives from within the government. Many lawmakers, particularly those on financial oversight committees, are deeply concerned about consumer protection, financial stability, and the potential for illicit activities like money laundering and terrorist financing that can be facilitated by unregulated digital assets. They see the lack of clear guidelines as a gaping hole that needs to be plugged before something catastrophic happens. You've heard terms like stablecoins, decentralized finance, and NFTs bandied about, and for many in Congress, these concepts still sound like something out of a science fiction novel, making the prospect of regulating them all the more daunting. President Biden's administration has also weighed in, generally signaling a desire for a more structured approach to digital assets. While not explicitly backing any single piece of legislation, the White House has indicated that it supports efforts to ensure that crypto markets are safe, fair, and transparent. This adds another layer of complexity, as any bill that emerges from Congress will ultimately need to be something the president would sign into law. The urgency surrounding this vote stems from the fact that Thursday represents a significant hurdle. If this bill can get past the Banking Committee, it moves closer to a floor vote in the full Senate. However, the down-to-the-wire aspect means that there's still a significant amount of negotiation and compromise happening behind the scenes. Key amendments are likely being debated, and different factions within the Senate are pushing their specific priorities. We're talking about potentially shaping how billions, if not trillions, of dollars are handled in the coming years. The implications of this bill, whatever its final form, are profound. For crypto investors, it could mean greater clarity on how their assets are treated, potentially leading to increased confidence and broader adoption. For crypto companies, it could provide a clearer roadmap for compliance, allowing them to scale their operations with more certainty. But it also means that the days of operating in a completely unregulated environment might be coming to an end, which some in the industry will view as a positive step, and others, perhaps, as an unwelcome intrusion. Then there are the broader economic implications. The rise of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology has the potential to disrupt traditional financial systems in fundamental ways. A well-crafted regulatory framework could help harness that disruptive potential for good, while a poorly conceived one could stifle innovation or, conversely, fail to adequately protect against systemic risks. The specific details of the bill are still being hammered out, and that's where the real drama lies. Will it empower the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, with more authority over digital assets? Will it create a new regulatory body? Will there be specific rules for different types of cryptocurrencies, or a more uniform approach? These are the questions that are keeping lawmakers and industry players up at night. Consider the fact that this isn't just about abstract financial concepts. This is about jobs, about innovation, about the future of finance, and even about America's position in the global technological landscape. If the US can't get its regulatory house in order, other countries could easily become the leaders in this space, taking with them the economic benefits that come with being at the forefront of technological advancement. The pressure is immense. Lawmakers are feeling pressure from constituents who are invested in crypto, from powerful lobbying groups, and from the international community watching to see if the US can get this right. This is not just a procedural vote, it's a moment that could define the trajectory of digital finance in the United States for years to come. So, what do you think about this? Are you excited about the prospect of clearer crypto regulations, or do you fear that government intervention will stifle innovation? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. The Senate is at a crossroads, and the decisions made this week will echo far beyond the halls of Capitol Hill. We'll be watching closely to see if they can forge an agreement that balances innovation with security, or if this crucial opportunity slips through their fingers.